Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to today's message and energy reading. I'm going to be pulling a few cards, maybe looking into the Divine Feminine Oracle deck to see what you may need to hear at this time. The energy is going to be around the Cancer new moon. It was yesterday, but we are still very much in its energies, and it's just a great time to tune into how you're feeling, check in with where you're at emotionally, so that you can best move forward. So thank you so much for tuning in today. If this message resonates, please feel free to give the video a like, a thumbs up. Let me know what you think, and only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Not everything is meant for everyone, and this is a general reading. So I hope you find something here that will help give you some clarity and wisdom as you move forward on your path ahead. I have already shuffled the cards. I've already connected to the energy. And so we're going to dive right into today's message. All right, so the first thing that we have coming out, we have a few cards coming out actually, but we have the Queen of Swords. Okay. Ooh, and then we have the High Priestess following that. And the Hanged Man in reverse. Okay, so this is already very spot on with Cancer new moon energy. The Queen of Swords, especially with the High Priestess showing up here. So the Queen of Swords is talking about having this connection to your thoughts, to your ideas, to your intellect, to the way that you understand things in the mind, to the way that things logically make sense. Now, this doesn't completely resonate with the new moon Cancer energy because Cancer is a water sign, very intuitive with their feelings. But as you see right here, the Queen of Swords, she's in her head. She has this comfortability in her mind and what she's thinking, but that also makes her in tune with her feelings. That also makes her able to understand what it is that she's feeling. Because if we don't have this control over our mind, if we don't have this connection to our mind and to our thoughts, then they can rule us. They can take us to a place that is scary, that is unstable, that is very turbulent in its energy, and keep us very ungrounded. And with the High Priestess here following this is kind of a balance of energy, a balancing of your intuition and of a higher understanding, along with that balance of groundedness and physical connection to the earth, and being able to bring that higher wisdom down into the earth to be able to walk with clarity and with grace and with ease. So with these two cards, what I'm seeing is get control over your mind and your thoughts. Rule them or they will rule you. By tapping into what your mind is asking you to do and then going deeper into your intuitive energy, you'll be able to find this sense of balance and peace as you go on a day-to-day, as you wake up every morning, as you make decisions, as you make your breakfast even. It can be from simple decisions, simple things, to monumental things that really matter. But the important thing here is really feeling that groundedness of your thoughts and groundedness of your mind, and gaining clarity over that aspect of yourself, because the mind is extremely powerful. As we know, we can manifest things through our thoughts. We can manifest good things. We can manifest bad things. And if we're not being aware of how our thoughts are working, on if they're working against us or for us, then they can go in a direction that we don't want them to go in. So the High Priestess is asking you to get this higher understanding. You see that energy is flowing through her crown chakra. That's a higher wisdom. That's a higher knowing. She has the moon here for that deep intuitive energy. Her eyes are closed. She's just tapped in. She's tuned in. She's downloading all of this information through her mind, but we need to know how to use that information to work for us and not against us. We need to use it for our benefit and not our downfall. Okay, and already with these two cards, there's this need for balance, and there's this need for allowing things to flow through you mentally and not get stuck in limbo. Queen of Swords, Swords is an air sign, is air energy. So air energy, what does air do? Air flows. It goes wherever it goes. I was going to say it goes wherever the wind takes you, but it is the wind. It's completely in flow with life. It goes wherever it pleases. It goes wherever it's needed, wherever it's being guided to go. So this is kind of that same energy, is mentally allow yourself to go wherever you are being guided to go at the moment. Allow yourself to just flow with things and not get so stuck in this limbo. Her hair is flowing in the wind. There's a bird in the sky. It represents freedom in a lot of ways, the control over the mind, because controlling the mind is freeing. It does give you this sense of clarity and peace and ability to go through life and attract what it is that you want to attract and bring in the things that you want to bring. Our heart is supposed to lead the way, but our heart and minds need to be in balance. We see these two different, colors here, these two different energies represented by the High Priestess, because there's a need for balance here. And we also see this energy of the wind flowing. So there's a need for balance by letting this energy flow, by letting the thoughts in your mind flow. We have so many thoughts in one single day that we tend to lose track of what's really going on, not to mention the things that are happening behind the scenes in our subconscious that we don't bring enough awareness to. So the thoughts that you have that you are conscious of, it's important to really bring this deeper wisdom, this deeper awareness to those thoughts in order to come into a greater connection with how you're feeling in general and where it is that you're going. And with the Hangman reverse, now we have this green energy. Now we have all of these greens after moving, from this blue and this kind of purplish pink from the High Priestess. So this is showing me kind of moving down the chakra system. We're getting that energy from the crown. We're moving it into our third eye and into our throat for what we envision, how we speak our truth. And now with the Hangman reversed, we're moving it down into our hearts. Okay, we're moving it down into our hearts so that we can take action. The Hangman upright usually represents stagnation, not going anywhere, being stuck in limbo, being in one place. But reverse, it's talking about allowing yourself to move, allowing yourself to flow. She's connecting with all these energies right here that are in flow, that want to move, that want to go. And this is the same thing that we were talking about with the Queen of Swords, about not being so stagnant in your mind, not being so stuck in your ways of thinking, and allowing your mental energy to keep you stuck and to keep you, in this place of not going anywhere and not allowing the energy to flow properly. So the Hangman reverse is like, okay, the time of stagnation and waiting is over. It's now time to tune into your heart to see what it is that you need and how it is you want to move forward. Okay, so let's gain some deeper clarity on this message here. See what else wants to come through. All right, Page of Cups. Okay, see, now we're getting into that energy of the heart. Now we're getting into how it is that you feel, getting curious about what the heart wants, becoming adventurous about what the heart wants after gaining that sense of clarity and understanding of your mind. Now we're going to start moving forward into this exploration of what it is that fulfills us, what it is that makes us feel good, what it is that makes us feel emotionally satisfied as well. Now that we have our mind on board, now that we're getting this control and becoming more aware of our thoughts, now we want to see what it is that our heart wants. Okay? What we're feeling guided towards in terms of the soul. Your heart is the center point of your body. The heart is the soul. It's the key to understanding this higher wisdom and higher path that is set out before you that we don't always see because we're stuck mentally. And when we're stuck mentally, the mind and the heart are working against each other and not with each other. They're supposed to work with each other. The heart wants what the heart wants, right? The soul wants what the soul wants. It's always going to have this craving for something. It's always going to have this desire for deeper fulfillment on an emotional level. We're humans, we're emotional beings. Not everything is going to just come from this logical place of, our mental space. So we want to get these two energies working together so that we can go through life with more clarity, so we can go through life with more ease instead of everything feeling so complicated and following our heart feeling like this big challenge. We want it to feel free flowing. You see this little pig up here flying. There's like a little golden bowl here that's talking about the emotional fulfillment, and the pig is representing taking something that is once been so grounded and only, let's say, logical, and okay, it only walks the earth, and now it has wings. Because you know what? The heart doesn't want to just be logical. The heart doesn't want to just think of things as only being able to be done in one way. It wants to be able to find many different paths towards that fulfillment, towards that freedom. And it doesn't want to feel stagnant or stuck in the ways of thinking and being able to explore and to grow. So, be like the pig with wings. Don't be afraid to step outside of the box, to step outside of what people are telling you in the ways that you feel like you're supposed to be or you should be, because that's not what your heart wants. Your heart doesn't want what others think you should do or what it should do. Your heart wants to do what it wants to do. And if it wants to be a pig that flies, well, you know what? Go for it. Don't let anybody else stop you. And this could also talk about romantic relationships, because we have the connection of, two energies right here, as you see, with the heart in the middle. And a thing that I'm picking up on right now is that the romantic relationships are always going to come in and always going to be connected to you when you do follow your heart and when you gain control of your mental as well. Instead of telling yourself like, oh, you're single, oh, this relationship doesn't work out, or oh, things don't always work out in terms of relationships, and allowing your mind to rule that aspect of yourself. You have to really tune into what it is that your heart wants. Follow your heart first and foremost, and other things will flow in. And to support this, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So, and this is in the upright position. So the wheel is talking about, things turning, the tide turning in your favor for your benefit. This isn't reverse. Things aren't going backwards. Things are moving forward. The wheel is continuing on. The wheel of greater understanding, of greater wisdom, of greater knowing, of balance. We see these two energies again of balance energy. Same here as in the High Priestess. So it's taking that greater understanding and that greater wisdom to be able to create the life that you want to create and see things work in your favor. She has these paradise around her neck, and that's kind of talking about, rolling the dice literally or figuratively on the life that it is that you want. That's how you're going to see things turn into your favor, is by getting curious about what your heart wants. Getting curious about how it is that you want to be, who it is that you want to be, and how it is that you want to show up in this world. And by following that, by listening to that guidance, that'll give you this greater sense of power, empowerment, a greater sense of understanding, a greater sense of how to maneuver through the world and allow things to work for you and not against you. You're not going backwards on the wheel, you're going forward. And the way to keep doing this is, again, with that balance of the mind and the heart. See if there's any other messages that want to come through for you for this Cancer new moon. I feel like this is extremely spot on. If you're resonating with this, please let me know, like, how this is, how this is resonating with you, and where in your life you feel like this is hitting and how it's applying. Alrighty. Any other messages for the collective for this Cancer new moon reading? Any other messages for the collective? It's like this is kind of a simple reading. There are only a few cards here, but it's extremely powerful. It's giving you all the information that you need to be able to move forward in this next season of growth. And as we're in Cancer season, as we're working through these energies, as we're working through these energies of how we're feeling, deep within, it's good to have these kind of simple but powerful messages. Okay. Now we have the Six of Swords. Okay, so the Six of Swords is talking about being led away from the things that are not serving you. You're moving out of this tumultuous, turbulent, chaotic area of your life to go to somewhere new. She has this bag packed. She's going. It's in the middle of a storm. It's crazy, but she's going. She's not going to stay stuck anymore. And again, with this Swords energy, with the air and the mental energy that surrounds this, is it's not letting your thoughts control you anymore. Clarifying, that what we think, how our mind wanders, the things that come up in our conscious and our subconscious on a day-to-day, they have great power over us. And so it's time to let the old thoughts that aren't serving you, represented by these 3 crows here, the old thoughts that aren't serving you, it's time to leave them behind, let them go, and allow the ones that are helping you, that are bringing you to this new area that you want to be. Allow the ones that are helping you to help you. Allow the new thoughts to guide you. Allow yourself to have mental clarity on what it is that is serving you and where it's going, because there are new opportunities at this space. There is a new cup. There is a new fulfillment. There is a new path. There is more joy, more love, more bliss, more ease, more fun that awaits you. But you're not going to see that if you're still focused on the old ways of being and thinking. If you're still focused on this aspect of yourself, or aspects of yourself, or beliefs, or relationships, or jobs, or, past disappointments, if you're still focused on that, then you're not going to be able to see this emotional fulfillment. So you have to let that go. You have to let that flow into the wind. It was there. It served a purpose for the time being, and that was all it is. So now you're coming into a new way of being, a new way of thinking. Again, with this wheel, a new cycle is turning. A new chapter is coming in, and there is an opportunity for deeper fulfillment, especially emotional fulfillment, as represented by the cups. There's a deeper opportunity for fulfillment on this new journey. And it may be chaotic right now. It may feel like, what in the world is going on? Am I going to make it through this? Am I going to be able to get to the other side of peace and clarity and more ease? And you are. Things are turning in your favor. You are. But again, focus on gaining control of your mental space so that it doesn't control you. And don't allow the bad thoughts to take over and to make you feel like you're worth less than what you are. Your heart, what your heart desires, what you want, the path that you want to create, the path that you want to walk, is completely worthy as any other path. And it doesn't need to be or look like anybody else, or what anything else looks like, or what anybody else is doing. All right, so to end this off, I'm going to pull from this Divine Feminine Oracle, because we are in Cancer season, and Cancer is considered the mother of the zodiac. So we want some wisdom from the mother. We want some wisdom from the Divine Feminine energies to help you further move on, help you further understand what it is that you need to embody and express or experience especially through the rest of this Cancer season, as we still have a few more weeks of it. And it's good to take in as much of that energy and connect to as much of that energy as possible, because it's about your feelings. It's about the fulfillment that you want in this life. All right, what messages do we have from the Divine Feminine? I love that. Okay, so the divine feminine that wants to come out to us today, and forgive me if I pronounce this incorrectly, is Akalanda, the goddess of never not broken. Everything happens for my liberation. I choose to become only more love. And I'm going to go ahead and read from the oracle to see if there are any additional messages or things that may resonate that want to come to you. Many of us exert tremendous energy in the effort to not break or fall apart. We resist our grief, our heartbreak, or we deny the need to change until the choice no longer feels like it's ours. Something sideswipes us in our ordinary life and shatters who we think we are and how we identify ourselves. Here's what Akalanda reminds us. Vulnerability is our greatest strength. If we are always broken, we can never break. Akalanda is the most intimate and personally powerful goddess because she meets us in those moments when we can feel most alone, most exposed, and most afraid. She models how to thrive in the midst of change. She uses pain to joyfully and purposefully transform. She sees everything as an opportunity to release what isn't serving her. And she knows that being broken isn't a failure or something we should avoid. It's actually the whole point. We are here to let our ideas of ourselves go up in flames so that beneath the ashes, the soft core of who we truly are rises. And so that we remember that it's not the heart that ever breaks, it's the ego. The heart only expands. And a good meditation for this is, what heartbreak can I see now as an opportunity expands? Oh, that was absolutely beautiful. That was completely in alignment with this energy, with this reading, with the message that wanted to come out today. I truly hope that this message got to you in some way, resonated with you in some way, gave you some deeper clarity or a sense of grace for where you're at in your life. We saw, like I said, with the Six of Swords, of it being a little tumultuous and maybe you feel broken right now. But as Akalanda says, everything happens for my liberation. I choose to become only more love. And it is not the heart that breaks, it is the ego. So thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope this message resonated. If it did, leave a comment. Go ahead and actually leave a moon emoji. A moon emoji for your feeling, for tapping into that deeper wisdom and clarity and discernment. A moon and a bird to represent the flow of thoughts and the flow of your energy. All right, thank you guys so much again. I'm wishing you a beautiful rest of the Cancer new moon, a beautiful rest of your Cancer season, and a beautiful day. I'll see you in another video. Bye.